Hello friends and aspirants, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates. Today in this lecture, I am going to discuss about Geoffrey Chaucer's art of characterization, the prologue to the Canterbury Tales. Before starting this lecture, let's have a brief introduction. Chaucer was born on 1340 and died on 1400. He is considered to be the father of English literature, or alternatively the father of English poetry. He was the first writer to be buried in what has since come to be called Poets' Corner in Westminster Abbey. Let's have a glance on Chaucer's character. Geoffrey Chaucer was a keen observer of human nature. He knew human psyche before it became a branch of science. Prologue to the Canterbury Tales contains many wonderful characters due to marvelous art of characterization. It is called Gallery of Different Occupations of Chaucer's era. However, it is wrong to say that this gallery contains just pictures of different human beings. Instead, we see his characters talking, laughing, and cracking jokes in the way to Canterbury. We feel them and listen carefully their stories. Hardly we see any poet or writer who has such wonderful power of painting human nature. It is therefore no one could surpass him in characterization. Order of Chaucer's art of characterization. He describes appearance of every character, give detailed description of her behavior, define color of her belongings, sketches her dress, and discuss her sound. Now, his major classes through characters. Chivalry class. The second class is the class of liberal professions. The third class is the class of traders and merchants. Now the next class is landed interest and cunning class. Chaucer, in his way to Canterbury, closely observed every character. Possibly he did not write his book in his way, even the detail of every character is worth mentioning. He does not only notice dress of every person, but also his style, behavior, and his conduct with others. The middle class provinces. Chaucer presents at least one person from every profession. However, he ignores elite class and lower class of his society. Chaucer balances his book by presenting characters in contrast to each other. On one hand, he shows corruption of his society, and on other hand, he balances it by showing good and honest persons. In religious class, Chaucer shows us morally and physically corrupt religious class. At the same time, he portrays such characters who are kind and good. For instance, the summoner and the pardoner are two corrupt persons who belong to religious class, but the parson and the clerk are kind and honest. The parson is the most kind person of the prologue to the Canterbury Tales. Chaucer's art of realism and characterization can be witnessed in this context. He has not given his biased opinions. If he shows goodness of his society, then at the same time shows badness through different characters too. Chaucer's keen observation. Chaucer, in his way to Canterbury, closely observed every character. Possibly he did not write his book in his way, even the detail of every character is worth mentioning. He does not only notice dress of every person, but also his style, behavior, and his conduct with others. In addition, he observes physical appearance of every character. He observes that the prioress let no morsel drop from her lips. Her forehead was as broad as a span, and the miller's nose was as big as furnace. Besides, he also observes bravery of the knight and kindness of the parson. He also observes and cites the honesty of merchants. Hence, in this way, Chaucer's keen observation is an addition to his art of characterization. Chaucer, when sees dress of a person, it does not only show his profession but also his nature. He also observes horse and belongings of every character. From knight's dress, he idealizes that he is a brave person because he finds marks of his armor in his dress. Worn clothes of clerk of Oxford reveal that he prefers books on the clothes. Similarly, the parson's simple clothes reveal his straightforward nature. Chaucer has observed every single thing in each character and mentions it in his books, the prologue to the contemporary tales. He shows us the same realistic image that he himself once observed in his way to contemporary. Chaucer's balanced art of characterization. Chaucer balances his book by presenting characters in contrast to each other. On one hand, he shows corruption of his society, but on the other hand, balances it by showing good and honest persons. Not only the religious class has been put in juxtaposition by the poet, but also the other persons of his era. Wife of Bath is compared with the prioress. Likewise, men of prayer balance, men of war, and merchants balance the labors. In this way, we witness Chaucer's balanced art of characterization.